Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show, and thanks for joining us this evening. You're watching Seeing the Unseen with your host, Christopher LaPrath. Now, for anyone who's joining us for the first time, the very first time, just be sure to say something in the chat on whatever platform you're watching the show so we know you're here, and we'll do a reading for free for the first time. Going forward after that, it's just $10 per reading, or we cover the entire month for $100, which is 3 times a week. So pretty sweet deal there. Now tonight, it's kind of a fun title, which is Inner Porpoise, which we got to talking about life's purpose and the meaning of life in general. And my dad will have some more fun things to say about that here in just a moment. But quick note, we can't ascribe meaning to the events in our lives until after they've happened. And there are no real mistakes in life. only lessons. So trying to figure out like the meaning of life while we're in it, living it in the moment, can be a little bit of a waste of mental energy. And there seems to be a lot of importance placed on having to have a purpose, right? Well, Osho talks about how machines have purpose, but to be human is much more beautiful than that. There's more to it than that. I think ultimately Monty Python had it right with their movie, The Meaning of Life, and the song specifically, always look on the bright side of life. Because really, we're creating our realities all around us. And with more to say about this awesome topic tonight, here's my dad, Christopher.
It's so great to have you all here tonight. We're creating such an incredible community and expanding that consciousness. But I did want to share something about the inner porpoise. Years ago, Ken and I had the opportunity to go to New Zealand. And on one eventful day, we got to go swim with the porpoises. Porpoises? Porpoise?
Yeah.
The porpoises. So we get out there. Now, when you go, your expectation is when you're going to go swim with the porpoise, you don't just swim with one porpoise. You have hundreds of porpoises. And sure enough, they were all around us, bumping into us. They were just, as far as you could see, were all these porpoise. So it got me to thinking, humans can get so caught up into, I must have a porpoise. Life must have a porpoise. There's not just one porpoise. If you go swimming with a porpoise, you know there's a lot of porpoise out there in the ocean. So I wanted to share a couple of quotes with you along these lines. But before I do, here's the great incense for you, this blessing to expand your consciousness, to expand your understanding, to really open up to what is really important. So great blessings to all of you. I have 3 quotes. One from Eckhart Tolle, one from Einstein, and one from Adler. So, Eckhart Tolle said this: whenever you become anxious or stressed, outer porpoise has taken over, and you lost sight of your inner porpoise. You get the title of the show, Inner Porpoise? You lose sight of your inner purpose. You have forgotten that your state of consciousness is primary. Everything else is secondary. Your state of consciousness is primary. And Einstein said this: all religions, arts, and sciences are branches of the same tree. All these aspirations are directed toward ennobling your life. Ennoble. I love that word. Ennobling your life. Lifting it from the sphere of mere physical existence and leading in the individual towards freedom. And then the last one. This is by Alder. I am convinced that the jealous, the angry, the bitter, and the egotistical are the first to race to the top of the mountains. A confident person enjoys the journey, the people they meet along the way, and sees life not as a competition at all. They reach the summit last because they know that God isn't at the top waiting for them. He's down below, helping his followers to understand that the view is glorious wherever they stand. So that brings us to the group card tonight, which is very profound. It's called the Divine Matrix because we are all absolutely connected. This is the flower of life. It's a two-dimensional depiction of how everything and everyone is connected. The entire universe is connected. And if you look at this picture long enough, you see images within images within images. That it is true, what is true in the microcosm is true in the macrocosm. Everything is absolutely connected. And the information is within you. It's not out there. Okay, so people can think their purpose is to find and gain more information and more information. It's about knowing you, focusing on your consciousness and expanding that consciousness. Okay? And to know that there's a greater plan for you unfolding. You're not left out of the greater plan. You're part of it, a huge part of it. And that you're part of something great. Because you're great. And you're expressing that greatness within yourself. So this is a process. And it's a process that's unfolding. Helping you understand that you're connected to everything and everyone. Okay? So there's no need to feel insignificant or lonely. Everything that you've gone through has worked to helping you understand this connectedness. And that nothing is ever really lost, ever. Because it's all held in the heart of Source. So what a beautiful group card. The Flower of Life. You can look that up. That right in itself is an incredible thing to study. So do some research on that. Okay. Who's on first?
Great, it's John.
Hey, John. Thanks for being here. What a great card when you go along with the purpose of life is be free of looking at any of what is perceived as defeats in our lives or things that didn't work out or why we aren't where we thought we were supposed to be, right? It's that quote from Alder that said, wherever we are in the mountain, the view is gorgeous from right there. It's not up or down, it's right where we are. And are you willing to let go of the belief that things don't work out for you? Or things aren't working out for you in the way you think they are? Allow life to surprise you, John. Open up more to surprise, to expecting a surprise party every day. Okay. And because the universe has that potential, it has that view, and really rejoice in where you're at, because those apparent or perceived defeats actually weren't. And they happen for a reason, to bring you where you are today. So it's our perception, and your perception is changing, and it's changing even more. So are we all willing on the show tonight, that's everyone watching, are you willing to widen, deepen your perceptions and your understanding? Because that's what we're here to do, to really feed that consciousness and to grow. So that's really a powerful card. Thank you. Okay. Who's next?
Awesome. Lindsay's up.
Lindsay. You are a strong woman from old country. Your guides are going, Lindsay, you are really strong. This takes a lot of courage to get where you've gotten today. Give yourself a little credit. Come on. And are you willing to let go of any thought of what you think is not working out, or it should be better, or it should work out differently? That's all illusion. Have the courage to go, this is the way it is right now, and this is great. And how can I make it better? What else can I contribute? Who else can I contribute to? How can I help others? And this helps to expand the heart. And we've all had times in our life where the heart's been attacked or collapsed. But this is your expansion. I love the beauty of this card. I mean, there are lanterns and lamps and rainbows and sunlight, and just the beauty of this card. If you have your camera, take a picture of this one, because this is your courage. This is giving yourself some credit for what you've been able to accomplish and how you've come through it. And nothing is ever lost. No one is ever lost. So this is illuminating your consciousness, illuminating your third eye, illuminating your awareness of others around you. And be free of racking it up to, oh, that's just imagination. Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge. It's not your imagination. Okay. Hey, Marilyn Pitts. Okay. I was, I don't know if you sent me this video or somebody sent me a video of this medium who is a taxi cab driver or an Uber driver. And this woman got in, and he started like choking up. He started getting sick. So he had to pull over, and he goes like, lady, there's like hundreds of spirits around you. And she starts laughing. She goes, yeah, I know. She goes, I'm a mortician. And so every time when I saw that, Marilyn, I thought of you, but because you've been being a hospice nurse, right? And how well you've done with sending those people, those spirits, on their way. Because you were such a light for them in this dimension that when they crossed over, they had just started hanging around you because you were such a light, but that wasn't the light that they needed to go to. So I want to give you some kudos along those lines, okay? And I'm pulling a card. Believe me, I'm sure it's coming. It's just, it wants a very specific card. Okay, love this. It's fortune. Look at the cups that are full. This isn't about the cup half empty and cup half full for you. This is like looking at the cups that are full. Look at the benefits and the joy that you've received and not looking at the empty cups. Because when you look at the full cups, then more full cups will be given you. More blessings, more insights, more understanding. So in my book, I talk about letting go. And so for me, a lot of this life here is learning to let go. And the proof of that and how well we've done comes when we pass on, that we don't get stuck here, stuck around a person, stuck around an object. That would be awful. Okay? I've seen that, and I know maybe some of you have seen that. This is all about letting go now to outcomes, to expectations, letting go of expectations, and just becoming more and more free. This is the fortune card. You know, what's really great is in the past few readings, at least one of you have had that fortune card, which is so great for all of us. It is the fortune coming all of our ways. Okay? And I'd love to hear more about how you've changed or what has helped you in the show over the past few weeks and months that you've been on the show, because I can feel it. I know what I feel. I know with each of you, when I pull a card, there's this insight that comes through that wasn't there 6 months ago, a year ago, for some of you that have been on the show a year. Okay. What's that?
Hannah's next.
Hey, Hannah. Okay. Okay, universe. Show me how this is going to work out. Because if you focus any, or if you put any attention on material difficulty, other than going, I'm out of this material difficulty, I'm creating greater and more, then do that. And then the money begins to come, or ways to make the money open up. Because you can get into, people can get into a very narrow focus about, well, gosh, I don't have the money, and then it gets narrower and narrower and narrower. And it just starts to choke you. This is about opening up to go, okay, universe, show me how. Show me how. Come on. Come on. And then pay attention to your dreams. You have a recorder on your phone. When you get an idea, record it. This is about, are you willing to let go of any and all belief systems around material difficulty? Oh. Are you willing to let go of the belief that material gain will come from your prince? You know, it's Snow White singing, someday my prince will come, or from a man. Create your own. Like, absolutely become the best businesswoman there is. You can watch online YouTube business courses. Start doing that. And I'm not saying that people won't invest in you. They will. But, okay, Lana's next? Okay. Okay, Lana. Well, Mama. I would say you're probably going to have a baby, but I actually won't do that. I hope you're laughing as well. Um, but what I am seeing, I don't know, is there a, I am seeing like a baby lamb or a baby goat. I'm seeing goats and lambs. Um, I somehow think that there's a funny story around this with Mark or Matt. Um, oh, okay. You, you have the Lamb of God around you. So there's, I mean, there's nothing more precious than this lamb. But it's this protection, it's guidance, it's comfort. Um, Especially like during a if somebody's passed. I have to talk about this on the phone with you because there's something with this. Um, it was there's something with you're being watched over. Let's just leave it at that, and I'll call you. Okay.
Marilyn and Abby are up next.
Okay, my dear Marilyn and Abby. Oh my gosh. Go to a spa. Go spend a little money getting some treatment. It's a for you, Marilyn. It's like a massage. It could be acupuncture. It's some kind of alternative therapy that would be really, really good for you. But spend the money on yourself and treat yourself. Because feeling good about yourself or spending some money on yourself brings in more. Okay? Because you're putting the energy out there, and a spa is really important for you. And then, my dear Abby, you've got So this isn't failure on your part. But if there is any failure at all, Abby, are you willing to let go of any perceived failure that you've perceived you failed anyone or anything? Are you willing to let go of living up to anyone's expectations? I'm always and forever free of living up to others' expectations. Got my meaning? I'm always and forever free of living up to other people's expectations. Past, present, and future. So when someone tells you, let's say, Abby, that they go, oh, I commissioned this wreath to be made, and it's just not up to my expectations. They're telling you that there's something that they feel is off with them. And so you have the insight to see that, and maybe even to see what it is, and the words will be given to you to speak at the right time to help them. Okay. I hope that makes sense.
Teresa Nolan.
Hey, Teresa. Okay. Success. That's the way you spell success. Can you give yourself? Can you? Is it possible for to give yourself a little bit more credit to be your own biggest cheerleader? And is Mace on too?
I don't know.
Okay. So this is your success card, Teresa. And are you willing? Oh my. So this has to tie in with Abby a little bit. I'm always and forever free of the need to live up to other people's successes. Because remember, it's that mountain, right? And there's people that run to the top of the mountain. But actually, God's at the bottom of the mountain, letting his followers know that wherever they stand, they have an incredible view. That it's about you becoming more and more really, truly authentic and really successful in that. But go for what it is you want, what your heart is telling you. Okay.
Austin is next.
Austin. Okay, Austin. It's like it's the creator card. So it's important for you to spend at least an hour to 2 hours a day by yourself in a creative mode. What I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a clock here, and it's like probably an eighth of an hour. So if you take, let's say a 12-hour day, take an hour and a half, 2 hours a day to do whatever it takes to be creative, and or to meditate, or to just rest the mind, because that's where your ideas will come from. For me, I like to get in the car and just drive. That's where my ideas. That's what works for me. You're coming up with a new type of communication. Really cool. I want to hear about this. This is you're onto something. Pursue it. Follow through with it. Also, so this is going up and out to the world, but this is also coming into or being directed divinely. I hope that makes sense. Like you're being directed divinely for this information. So, universe, show me now what I need to know about this. Okay.
Scott improved it.
Hey, Scott. Okay. You is kind, and you is smart, and you is impotent. My favorite line from the movie The Help. Your uniqueness has not been celebrated enough. So when we all get together from the show, we're going to have at least 2 or 3 or 4 hours of a Scott Ambrosi uniqueness party to celebrate your uniqueness. And what a great card, because you really don't. You don't fit in. You weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. Okay? I apologize, the phone. I'll shut my phone off now. So, you were meant to stand out. And you know what? I love this card. Thank you for bringing it up. Because every one of us is incredibly unique. And we have something incredibly unique to bring to the table. Yeah. So it's really working out for you. Just be patient. Okay, who's next?
Great. It's Cat and Geo.
Hey, Cat and Geo. All right, Geo. Sir, get everything in writing. Hire an attorney. You're balanced and you want to be balanced, Jared. But other people that you might be doing business with in the future, they want a bigger piece of the pie, or they want more. Stay the course. Stay true to who you are, what it is that you want. Get a great attorney. Talk to them about it. This is about, this is like expanding your business or protecting your business, your name. And are you here, are you willing to let go of being are you willing to let go of the need to be responsible for everyone? Yeah, that came on as a child. I'm always and forever free of the need to be responsible for anyone. So understand that there's a difference between being responsible. Yeah, It's important to be responsible, but the need to be responsible, that continually can pull a person out of their energy. Okay, Kat. I love your cards, Kat, lately, and I well, yours too, Jared. But this is the victory card. And they're small victories. They're little things. Start noticing the little things. You know, when the peanut butter goes on the bread just right. When the clothes come out of the dryer not wrinkled. Those are really little victories that build and build and build to bigger and bigger victories. I know it is the microcosm expanding into the macrocosm. It's noticing the little things that then get into bigger things and create victories and victories and victories, and begin to notice more and more of the victories in your life. Jameson. If Jameson is on, tell him this has to do some with him too, is to look at his great points. Look at what he does really well. He's a really good storyteller. He could even record some of his stories or start writing them down. And Kat, have you ever thought about making children's books? Okay, I'm just like, ooh, there's a lot of information here, so that's great. I kind of think about ideas for children's books. They would be so much fun. Okay.
Michaela Graber.
Hey, Michaela. Yeah. Oh, you know what? You've got happiness. Focus on your own happiness. Focus on that boy. Such an incredible soul that has come to this planet, your baby. Focus on your happiness. And are you willing to let go of the need to make anyone else happy? It ain't going to happen. It's a waste of energy. Don't do it. Okay? Do you pinky swear? Michaela? Pinky swear for me. Let go of making anyone happy or the need to make anyone happy. Okay, pinky swear. All right, good. All right, who's next?
And then, last but not least is Lori. Magnitude Miracle.
Hey, Lori. Awesome. Great to have you here again. All right, here we go. Find one thing that you really love about your work. And then you focus on that, on your job, on your work. I work with a couple of people that they're vengeful. They want to talk so badly negative about the job or about life and I'm like, no, stop it. And I literally will tell them, stop it. I'm not listening to it. I don't want to hear it. And I do it just like that. Not going to hear it. Because it's a curse. They're speaking curses. They're wanting to curse their life, and they're continuing to curse their life. And they're wanting, misery loves company. They want to curse everyone else around them that's going to listen to them. So you find one thing at work and cut out the naysayers. I mean, cut them off. And are you willing to let go of any belief around misery-loving company? Okay. Oh, Marilyn, your massage is scheduled for Monday? Whoop, whoop. All right, girlfriend. I love it. Okay, who else is up?
That's everybody.
Okay, everyone. Let's do this again Sunday night. I love you all dearly. I'm excited. I'm excited for us. These are amazing messages for us tonight. The fortune card, the success card. Go forth in the week. And for all of you, I'm going to send this out to every one of you that weren't on the show tonight, but maybe are watching this later. Great blessings, great fortune, great success. And we'll see you Sunday night.